By with another riveting edition of Wiki
Who. That's right, guys. So if you don't know how the game goes, I give you three people who have something in common. And I'll give you a factoid from their Wikipedia page, and you have to tell me who that factoid applies to.
Okay.
Now, not everybody has a factoid chosen because not everybody is interesting.
Okay.
Just saying. So last week we had some major news. President Biden nominated Ketanji Brown Jackson as his nominee for the Supreme Court.
Okay.
So today we're doing famous judges.
Oh!
Okay.
We have for you Judge Wapner,
Yeah.
Judge Judy, and Judge Janine.
This is great.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
And because I failed to prepare for this, hang on one second. Let me get their Wikipedia pages pulled up.
It's 10 minutes to Wapner.
Yeah,
10 minutes.
10 minutes to
10
Wapner.
minutes. Dun-dun-dun.
By the way, I looked it up. Do you know that Judge Wapner was only on People's Court for 12 years? Which is not in a short time, but it
Yeah,
seemed
yeah.
to me like it because
It was much longer.
It might as well have been forever.
Because the franchise still continues. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. First question, guys. Who called the People's Court and offered to do the show? Just picked up the phone, was like, I'll do it.
Huh.
I feel like that's a Judge Judy mood. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like, this is silly. I could do better,
could do
than,
better
this.
than this.
Get me on the.
Okay. I kind of want to say Judge Janine.
Yeah, I do too.
I think I'm going to go with Janine.
After a little
Me
bit
too.
of wine, she called up, hey,
Hey.
Wapner, move over.
Christine, what do you think?
I think Judge Judy.
All right.
Well, you guys are on to something
Okay.
because it wasn't Wapner. He was there for the inception of the show. I think they came and found him. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. But the other two, I mean, they're go-getters, and they were serious about their careers. Judge Janine had written books. She'd done a lot of TV stuff before she got her own show. When Wapner retired, though, they picked up the phone. I don't know. Picked up the phone, called the producers, like, I'll do the show. And the receptionist was like, are you nuts? And hung up on them.
Oh.
But it was Judge Judy who did that.
Judge Judy, get out of here.
And then 2 years later, the producers of that show were looking for the next, and they found her.
Then they found, serendipitous.
And she probably was like, yeah, I called you guys 2 years ago. Okay.
Okay.
Who came up with the second question here? Second question. Who came up with the name Hot Bench? Because you know there's a TV show called
Right.
Hot Bench.
Yeah. With the three
But
different.
one of these three actually came up with that name.
Okay. I honestly think I know that it's Judge Judy because I want to say she's like the EP or she created the idea. I think.
You can sound convincing.
I really, in
So
my
I'll
heart,
go
I
along
feel
with
this.
you.
Okay.
I'll go with Judge Janine.
Okay.
I'm going with Judge Judy.
Okay.
So one of these judges wanted the name of their show to be the Hot Bench.
Really?
They came up with that name. They're like, this is a great name. Is there like a legal, I don't know if there's like is that like a legal saying to say it's the Hot Bench? I don't know. Anyway, but the producers were like, no, we don't like it.
Moving on.
We're going to call your show Judge Judy.
Hey!
But then 2 years later, again, the same producers like, you know what, we're going to do Hot Bench.
That's hilarious. But does she have anything to do with Hot Bench?
I think she's part of the production company.
Okay.
I don't know.
Doesn't she own it all?
I think she kind of does.
She makes a
She gets
crazy
a
amount
cut
of money.
out of
Yeah,
everything.
he does.
everything.
Like everything. Like if you sell a hamburger, she gets a cut of that.
Yeah.
She gets
Yeah.
money from
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah. If you look on your paycheck, like the itemized deductions, one of them is just Judge Judy.
Yep.
Never
Well,
paid
signed by
attention.
Judy.
I guess I should look now.
Yeah. Yeah, it just goes to her. Okay, final question. Here we go. Whose spouse was convicted of tax fraud and tax evasion?
That's a
that
show.
Would be Judge Janine.
I agree.
Oh, that's juicy. Okay, I'm going to go with Janine. Yeah.
I think Judge Judy.
You think Judge Judy? Okay.
I think it was Judge Judy.
So 3 Janines and a Judy.
So nobody thinks it was Wapner, huh?
No.
Yes, it wasn't Wapner, that's why. It wasn't
Trying
him.
to sway me.
You know, Judge Judy, She got the show. She became notorious because she was so tough in the courtroom. In fact, there was a profile done on her. She's the toughest judge in America.
Oh, wow.
So it would be like really ironic for her spouse to be convicted of this.
Yeah. Was it?
But it was Judge Janine's husband who was convicted.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah, he had some stuff. Apparently.
Can you imagine what that conversation is like? You are embarrassing me.
Yeah.
It's like when my kids don't get very good grades in English class. It makes Carol very angry. She teaches English. She's like, what are you doing? Come on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. By the way, I will say this: no, there were no Judge Wapner facts included because
Okay.
it was all exactly what you'd expect. But he has a Purple Heart from his service in
Really?
yeah, Purple Heart and a Bronze Star from his service in World War II. So he had a whole life before he became
Wow.
Judge
Tough
Wapner.
cookie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right on. All right. Stick around. We got more Good Day coming up after the break.